Marcus Aurelius said it best. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In a world that constantly floods us with expectations, how to feel, how to think, how to live, what if you could access a quiet, unshakable happiness that no circumstance could take away? That isn't fantasy, that's Stoicism. It's not about controlling the world around you. It's about mastering something even more powerful, your own mind. Stoicism teaches us resilience, clarity, and the courage to live with intention, but this isn't about the past. This is about you right now. It's about navigating this chaotic, modern life without losing your soul in the process. It's about starting your mornings not with resistance, but with resolve, turning each day into a mission, not a chore. So if life ever feels too loud, too overwhelming, Keith, or if you're simply curious how ancient ideas can give your modern life unshakable direction, you're exactly where you need to be. We're diving into more than a morning routine. We're stepping into a blueprint for life, grounded in Stoic strength, directed by real purpose, and uplifted by joy that doesn't depend on trends. If you're still here, you're not average. You're rare, you value depth, clarity, wisdom. And that makes you powerful. Now, before we go deeper into Stoic habits, there's one idea we must explore. It's a Japanese concept, one that might just change the way you wake up forever. It's called Ikigai, your reason for being. The place where passion, skill, purpose, and sustainability meet. Imagine waking up not to survive the day, but to live it fully. Not dragging yourself out of bed, but leaping into your role, knowing it matters. Marcus Aurelius didn't just believe in surviving, he believed in showing up with honor. That's the first thread connecting Stoicism and Ikigai. So, how do you find yours? Let's begin that journey to next. Now, this is where the Stoic mindset truly shines. It's about learning to focus on what's within our control and releasing what's not. We may not be able to script every moment of the day, but we can absolutely shape how it begins. One powerful way to start: your breath. Intentional, deep breathing isn't fluff, it's your body's reset switch. A quiet signal to slow down, let go, and restore. When you inhale deeply and exhale slowly, you lower your heart rate, ease your nervous system, and prepare for true, deep rest. It's not just about better sleep. It's about waking up recharged, physically, mentally, emotionally. In a world that never sleeps, this practice may sound impossible, but if anything, it's become more essential. Picture this: your first moments in the morning, free from the buzz of notifications, emails, or headlines. Just you, your breath, your thoughts, and the silence of dawn. It's not just peaceful, it's powerful. Marcus Aurelius didn't have smartphones, but he still had distractions, and he conquered them by choosing focus, by living with intention. He understood the quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So how do we apply this in modern life? Start by protecting your mornings. Not by ditching technology, but by choosing not to let it lead. Don't hand over the first hour of your day to the outside world. Give it to yourself. Read, write, breathe. Gaze at the sky with a warm drink in your hand. This isn't wasted time. It's a deposit into your peace and power. Morning mastery isn't about doing more. It's about subtracting what steals your presence. You might not control the emails waiting for you, but you do control when and how you meet them. So tomorrow, try this. Resist the scroll. Anchor in silence. Start on your terms. Each day is a chance to realign, to live more deliberately, to become the person you say you want to be. And if you're wondering how to stay consistent with this mindset, we'll explore that next. the power of evening habits, discipline, and building a calm foundation, starting the night before. Before you hit snooze again tomorrow, ask yourself, why does waking up at a specific time matter to me? Is it to gain quiet time for reading or meditation? To move your body? To feel in control, calm, and ahead of the chaos? When the why is clear, the how gets easier. Support that goal with environment. Maybe it means going to bed 15 minutes earlier, or keeping your curtains slightly open so that natural light wakes you gently. And on the mornings when it's hardest, remember what the Stoics believed. Your willpower is your greatest strength, and living with intention means starting your day with self-respect. Every morning you rise on your terms. You're not just waking up. You're honoring a promise to yourself, a promise to grow, to live with purpose, to show up for the life you want to build. But let's be honest, we're human, and that means we crave ease. New habits feel like climbing uphill, especially early wake-ups, and yes, some days you'll lose that battle, and that's okay. The question isn't, did you fail? It's, what do you do next? Do you spiral into guilt and self-blame? Or do you breathe, forgive yourself, and treat tomorrow as another chance? Marcus Aurelius often wrote to himself, be patient with your flaws. Recognize, learn, and let go. Self-compassion isn't weakness. It's long-term strength. That's how we stay in the game for the long haul. With grace, not grind. So what help? You stay consistent? Start small. Place your alarm across the room. Simple, right? But powerful. It says, I will not be ruled by comfort. Make your bed even if no one sees it, because it tells your mind, my space matters. I matter. These aren't chores, they're signals of discipline. As Marcus Aurelius would say, small actions done deliberately form great character. Each time you do them, you cast a vote for who you are becoming. Why focus on these tiny things? Because they're available to everyone. Even when life isn't, we may not control everything, but we can control how we rise, how we treat our space, how we prime our mindset. That is Stoicism in motion. And no, this isn't about discipline for its own sake. It's preparation. If you can show up for small commitments, you're training yourself to stay grounded when the big ones come. You're learning to hold the line, to stay present, to walk through storms with focus and grace. Once you've grounded your mornings in discipline and presence, the next powerful step is this. Build long-term consistency through meaningful connection with yourself and someone who walks beside you. Start small. Look for the everyday moments where you can practice self-control and order, because it's in these seemingly quiet morning decisions, when you choose to rise and face the day with intention, that your character is quietly forged. These practices are more than tasks. They're rituals. They give direction to your days and meaning to your life. But here's something crucial. You don't have to walk this path alone. One of the most underrated yet powerful tools to stay consistent is having an accountability partner. When you share your goals with someone you trust, someone who checks in, who believes in your growth, everything changes. The journey becomes shared, less intimidating, more joyful. This person encourages you when the bed feels too soft to leave, celebrates your wins no matter how small, and offers wisdom or redirection when you feel lost. This isn't just a checklist relationship. It's a space of mutual growth. The Stoics deeply valued community and shared wisdom. Even as they spoke of inner strength, they knew We rise stronger when we rise together. In today's world, having someone walk with you on your habit journey is a modern nod to ancient truth. Choose someone who shares your hunger to grow. Be honest about what you need. Schedule regular check-ins. And most importantly, show up for each other. Because beyond external motivation, this is about creating a space of trust, truth, and support. And in that space, morning routines become shared missions. Life goals begin to align. And now we reach a deeper layer of Stoic reflection. Remembering mortality, not to be dark, but to awaken. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." It's not morbid, it's liberating, a lens through which distractions lose power, priorities sharpen. Each day you wake up isn't guaranteed. It's a gift, and that shifts everything. You live more fully, you love with presence, you give with depth, you focus on what matters, not what merely appears urgent. This awareness doesn't weaken you, it frees you. You don't waste time on the trivial because you've remembered what time truly is, finite and precious. When we start each day with self-awareness and discipline, something deeper begins to take root. We become more resilient, more focused on what truly matters, and less likely to be shaken by passing discomfort. This is the beauty of Stoicism. It trains us to appreciate the now and live with intentional presence. So, how do we apply this in daily life? Begin each morning with a moment of reflection. Imagine your day as a blank canvas, a fresh chance to shape your story, to contribute to your world. Ask yourself, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I'm spending it? This isn't about panic. It's about perspective. It's about realizing that you are alive right now, with a heart to love, a mind to learn, and a voice to impact. Remembering death is not about fear. It's about focus. It anchors you in the present. It reminds you that each morning is not routine, it's a gift. This is Stoic living, turning finite time into meaningful legacy. Now, while the world tells you to always think positive, the Stoics invite you into something deeper. Negative visualization, not pessimism. Preparation. Imagine briefly the things you could lose, not to create fear, but to build inner strength, to be mentally and emotionally prepared. What if the bus is late? What if you lose your job? What if someone close walks away? You don't dwell, you rehearse. This practice arms you. So when life punches, you don't flinch. You breathe. You respond. You endure. And paradoxically, this practice also unlocks gratitude. Because when you imagine life without something, you return to the present with a deeper love for it. This is not about mourning, it's about cherishing. How do you do it? Each morning, take a few moments. Imagine one challenge that might arise. Visualize how your best self would respond, then release the thought and walk into your day, steady and clear. And to end your day, close the circle with gratitude. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Something small, something real, even just the softness of your pillow. This simple practice shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already overflowing. It brings peace. It brings clarity. And it prepares you for tomorrow with purpose and power. Ending your day with gratitude isn't just a bedtime ritual. It's a way to reflect on your challenges, to reclaim peace amid the chaos, and to train your mind to spot light even in the darkest corners. This nightly gratitude practice creates a ripple effect, one that transforms not just how you sleep, but how you wake up. Suddenly your mornings shift. You're no longer groaning at the alarm clock. You're rising with quiet anticipation, curious to see what today might bring, and what you'll be thankful for next. And it doesn't stop there. Gratitude begins to spill outward. It shapes how you see others. You become more present with the people in your life, more appreciative, more expressive of your care. You find yourself smiling at strangers, noticing beauty in overlooked places, and pausing in awe at ordinary moments, because now you see clearly the present is enough. It's always been. So as you consider all the strategies we've explored, don't overlook this one. Ending your day with gratitude is the perfect setup for the morning that follows. This isn't about material success. It's not about having more. It's about feeling more: peace, meaning, presence. And now, as we reach the end of this journey through 10 Stoic strategies, it becomes clear each step is more than a habit. It's a gateway into a more intentional, resilient, and grateful way of living. You don't need perfection. But with these practices, you'll meet every day with greater strength, deeper gratitude, and a mind anchored in what matters most. You now hold the tools to transform your mornings and your life through the Stoic ideals of virtue, wisdom, and contentment. But remember, this is just the beginning. There's a world of Stoic wisdom still to explore, and it's ready to guide you on your path toward a deeper, richer life. If this video sparked something in you, click the playlist on screen. It's filled with insights, stories, and practical tools to deepen your Stoic journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your experience. Let's walk this path together, a path of growth, clarity, and fulfillment. Here's to mornings with purpose, days with intention, and a life built on gratitude. Thank you for being part of the Stoic Journal community. See you soon.